What's up, y'all? This is your official host, Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. Good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. Man, it's Friday. Woo! We have had a long freaking week, officially. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
I want to first definitely promote my book, Queen G Media Course, The Journey. This is about my life as a media host and entertainer. I want to put that out there. If you guys haven't bought it, go to Amazon and get your copy, your official copy of this particular
Everybody go
book.
cop that. It's definitely worth a read.
Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. So listen, guys, I got my official guest out of Chicago. Man, I'm so excited. And this is my first interview in a while,
Oh,
too.
really?
My first interview in a while. I want to definitely welcome Mr. Blue Hustle to the Queen G Live Experience this morning on this beautiful Friday. It's looking clear on your end. Welcome to the show, officially.
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate it. I feel truly honored and blessed to be a part of the platform. I appreciate the opportunity, and I want to not only share my story, but share some knowledge with the upcoming media people or the industry people, people who want to get to performance, paid performances like me, and things of that nature. Just share the blessings because I
Right.
I view this as not only a major blessing but a major opportunity to help other people out as well. So
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Well,
yeah,
welcome to the Queen G Live Experience officially. And I'm so happy to have you. Like, you're my first guest probably in months, bro. Like, you're my first guest in a while. And I selectively chose you because I think you're a special person. And I think you're very, very talented. And I'm just so excited to have you on here. Welcome to the Queen G Live
thank
Experience.
you so much.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Tell us who you are.
So my stage name is Blue Hustle. My real name is Tom Pracky. I'm the owner and the CEO of Blue Hustle Group and BHG Entertainment. Um, I've mainly thrown a lot of shows in Chicago, but I have thrown some shows out of state. Um,
Okay.
when me and my team did South by Southwest a few years ago, we were actually on the Sway show. He let us be a part of his cipher. Dizzy Wright was on the cipher. I got a song that I'm working on with King Louis from Chicago as well.
I know
Uh,
who Dizzy Wright is. I know him.
yeah,
I've
Dizzy Wright.
known Dizzy Wright since he was like a baby in the industry, bro.
Oh, really? Yeah, he was real nice, real humble, good guy, amazing to me. Uh, it was honestly a blessing that everything that Sway did for me after you met me, and it was so crazy. We went down to, I don't know if some of the listeners might know or you might know. We went to Voodoo Donuts. It's a very
Hmm.
popular spot in Austin, Texas, and I just seen him sitting there. We gave each other the head nod, and he kind of went like this, and me and the team went over there,
Uh-huh.
introduced ourselves, started talking to him. I actually had my radio show at the time, so I felt kind of bad because once I mentioned that I had the radio show, he kind of gravitated towards me instead of my artist and was talking
Hmm.
more about the radio show than their artistry. And one thing with me is, even though I do get paid shows and paid performances and things of that nature, I always try to put my artist first. Um,
Right, right, right. So
just because
you have how many artists under your tutelage?
um around five right now. I've managed about 20. I even was a major influence on getting one of my artists signed to Lil Durk. Uh,
Mhm.
I've gotten artists plenty of distribution deals. I have the capacity to get anybody who's deserving distribution deal through Sony or Universal.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay.
So yeah, we got a
That
lot of
takes
big things
that
going on.
takes relationships to be able to
Yeah,
secure those kind of situations. Like you can't just walk up in the label, bro. Like you gotta have stuff secured and set up. It tell us about that too. How important is it to, you know what I'm saying, have relationships in the industry?
so if you don't build relationships in the industry, you're really not going to go anywhere. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You could be the most multi-talented person possible, but you have to be presentable. You have to, most of all, you have to want it. And you have to show that to the people that, hey, not only do I deserve this spot, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to that spot. Um, Without my connections, I wouldn't be anywhere. Uh, and it's not necessarily cheap either because I've had my label for about 5 years, and I've invested at least 100K into it.
Right, right, right. And that's not easy. It's not easy to establish a label and then to keep those relationships solid where
Yeah,
you can walk, you know, those artists into those doors that are needed. It's
because
not
there's everyday struggles that go on. You have to have when when you're a label owner, you have to have a professional relationship with your artist, and you have to have a personal relationship. And no offense to the artist, but sometimes they don't know the difference between the personal and professional relationship.
right,
So,
right. Exactly.
lines get crossed, people get upset. I did have to drop a few people from the label in the past. Um, I also include an opt out clause in all of my contracts. So, if for any reason my artists are unhappy, I don't lock them into any contracts. I call it, I don't diddy them, but I let them leave at any time that they want. I don't lock them into 3 5 year contracts and tell them no matter what you do, you're stuck these 3 5 years. If you're unhappy, then go. I look at it like I said, like a relationship. If
Right.
you don't want to, if you don't want to be here, I don't want you here.
How important is it to have a contract?
Um, I literally offer a contract with everything that I do. And then on the opposite end, uh, besides maybe the radio interview with you, everything that I do, I require a contract as well, just so that um, I usually only deal with people who are people of their word. But again, things get misconstrued. Things happen on a day to day basis. So you just want to get that contract to make sure that either you or your customer are getting exactly what they're paying for, you
Right,
know,
right, right.
and you
And
don't.
let me say this. This is just how I feel in this day and time in this economy. It's important for us to be independent right now
Yep.
more than ever. Look at what happened with COVID, and you know what I'm saying, all look at how the economy is shifting, man. But the price of gas in California is almost $9, bro.
I
A
don't know if it
gallon.
was a fake meme or not, but I seen that one gas station in California was the first one where it hit over $10 a gallon. I don't, like I said, I don't know how true that is or not. Everybody can fact check it if they want, but it was just a meme that I seen.
Yeah, it's getting real crazy. So $30 don't do nothing no more for a tank.
No.
You understand? And you got to get it how you get it. It's like it's important for us to, you know, have things in place to be able to independently hustle. And I'm not talking about governmental money. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the way we got to get it.
Yep.
You feel me? We got to go back to the original hustle, how you got to get it.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
that's one of the reasons why I picked my industry name, because I'm all about hustling. And like you said, I hustled the legal way. I could have, with all my
Right,
underlying conditions, I could have went the route of just collecting disability and sitting on my ass all day and not being productive. But excuse my language, fuck that. I want to go out and get it. I want to make a difference in the world. Which I believe I do with my music and with my management and everything I do for the up and coming artists. So I'm completely happy where I'm at right now. And if you gave me the choice to make the same amount of money and sit on my ass all day, I'd tell you hell no.
Condition. You mentioned condition. Tell us about that. And I want to talk to you about that too. I know a little something about that, but I want to hear your story first. What condition exactly do you have?
So I have the the pandemic was really hard on me. I'm not gonna lie, I was very scared to go out because I have a couple underlying conditions. I have undiagnosed seizure disorder. I've had over 30 grand mal seizures in my life. I've also had 7 strokes, and I got MS, and I've had type 1 diabetes since I was about 12 years old. I went to my basketball physical, and they said they found sugar in my urine. So I'm like, what the hell does that mean? He's like, well, we believe you have diabetes. And I absolutely broke down and started crying right in the doctor's office. Being so
Right.
young, I didn't know how to handle it, what to expect. I thought I was damn near about to die.
What is that like? What is that like day to day having a
So
con-
um, I could tell you what it's like to actually die and come back. I've been clinically dead for 5 minutes and came back. That was that was very scary because it's like all the stories they tell. You see the light. You see. I don't know if I spoke to Jesus, God, devil, death, whoever it was. It was just a shapeless figure. He asked me if I was ready. I said, nah, I got a few people to take care of. Then you could take me. He said, are you sure? I'm only going to ask you this once. I said, yeah, sir. Yeah, yes, I am positive. And as soon as I said that, he snapped his fingers, and I was laying on the floor surrounded by paramedics. But when I
wow.
seen him, it was so crazy. I was in a tunnel, and it was covered. It was blocked behind me, like there was no exit to the tunnel behind me. I could only go forward. When I walked like 3 or 4 steps, there was a shapeless figure that started asking me the questions. So that was a very surreal experience. And then day to day, it's it sucks, but it's I won't say exciting, but something new can happen every day based on if my MS is acting up or my diabetes is acting up or if I have a seizure that day. It could drastically change my day within seconds.
I understand that. I also deal with epilepsy, which is wow.
It's horrible.
Wow. It's terrible. Like you go from being strong and independent to being a patient all the time. If you know what I mean, you're always constantly a patient. I have small children, and even they have to watch out for mommy. If you know what I mean,
Yep.
um, it's like it's crazy. My last seizure, I had my whole shoulder went out of socket, and I had to go to the hospital and get put to sleep to get my shoulder put back in place.
It's terrible.
Um, and like you said, you're wore out, you're tired. Like it tires you out, and it takes a while to regroup.
Yeah, and I don't
Having
know about your seizures, but with mine, I always pull all the muscles in my back, and that is, oh my God, I can't even explain the pain.
right, right, right. You need massages. You need and you got to have real, true, loving, supportive family around you that really cares
Oh yeah,
because
big shout out to my family because if it wasn't for them, I guarantee I wouldn't be here right now.
right, right, and
Also,
you learn how to.
real quick before we get into anything else, I want to show my support for the black community. I got my
Okay,
Juneteenth shirt on. Um, so happy early
that
Juneteenth.
says Juneteenth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. You also show me this while we were on products and stuff, and you got a bulletproof vest that somebody just did for you.
Yes,
Uh,
one of my fans actually made this for me, so I perform in it every time. Blue Hustle King on the back. BHG on the front. That's my company logo. So
That's dope. So they designed that and created that for you, Blue Hustle,
yes,
as an artist to perform it. That's dope. That's
and
dope. Doesn't that feel great? Like to have somebody look out for you like that, and
oh my
you know,
God, the things that, I mean, just that she's done for me, um, I'm absolutely 100% grateful. Some of the things that you were saying about me, and that shout out to Stacks the Realist.
yeah,
You guys just know how to make somebody feel special, you know, and I mean, it's just an undescribable feeling when, you know, like I said, I haven't been feeling well due to my underlying conditions the past couple of days.
right.
So the words that I received from you and Stacks, and you know, my fans that always support me, and my fan that made my performance gear, I just love you guys. I love the support. I wouldn't be anywhere I am without you guys.
And Stacks the Realist. Oh my God, her and Keisha Pashmore. They got some stuff going on where they give shows and showcases, and they be turned up all the time. They showcases be turned up. I can't even lie to you. Like
Oh,
that's my sister.
they
That's
do.
my dog. She goes hard. Stacks the Realist. I love her. I love what she does. I love how she puts it down. And it takes it, like I said, it takes something to really, really put your passion in there and give those type of shows and be put all your energy and life into it. Stacks the Realist is, and she a real sister. You feel me? She's a
Yeah.
real sister. That's
And
what I like about her. She always look out for me. And I admire her. So y'all got a show coming up this weekend, right?
yeah, so I was actually just about to mention that my network is so deep that there's an artist on there who for years, I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want to be disrespectful, but for years he was looking for promoters to give him paid shows and just paid opportunities, and he was like, man, once they see me they're going to understand. So when he was under my management, it wasn't much, but I used to get him shows to where he would get paid. At bare minimum, I wouldn't let him take less than $100, but I would get him about 250 on average. And he is actually one of the headliners performing tomorrow at Stack's show. And the reason that I'm coming out there um, is to perform and turn the show up, obviously, first and foremost, but to share my knowledge and give some opportunities to the up and coming artists. You know, link them with different people who do radio interviews, such as yourself. Link them with people like me with labels, different promotion and marketing opportunities, just different ways that they can branch out and get to that paid performance level. Bless you, Queen.
Thank you.
Um,
Goodness.
just trying to level up the artist. You know, like I said, my main goal is obviously to give the fans a good show, as always. But secondary, my secondary intent is definitely to help out the independent artists.
Right, right, right. I was gonna ask you. Can I ask you this?
You could ask me anything you want, Queen.
Um, what is your goal as far as putting your part and into the world? Like what is your thing? What is Blue Hustle's thing that you're gonna do to change the world as far as the on the independent level?
So, I like to start out small and go big. One of the things that we're working on right now, one of my partners is connected with CPS, and I'm going to be teaching music classes to very young kids, starting out from grade school to middle school. So basically, I just want to change the world for the better with my music and make enough money to be able to help people kind of in mine and your position with underlying conditions, you know, be able to donate to hospitals and um, throw different charity events to where, like, I'm an avid donator to St. Jude's. They have a special going on right now. If you play any type of video games, if you play just an hour a week, they will donate on your behalf to St. Jude's. So I signed up
Okay.
for that as well as donate to them. Um, and like I said, I just really want to help out people like me. Fortunately, I'm still able to help myself, but there's a lot of people like my aunt who's in a wheelchair. She's almost
Right.
blind, and she can't really help herself. So I want to really get to help people like that. That would be honestly my main goal in my life fulfilled if I help even one person who is in a position worse than me and you.
Right. And I definitely want to make sure later that we put that information into the comments,
For sure.
and we'll post on how we can donate and send our donations in, for the programs that you support. We definitely want to be a support in some way or the other.
Cool.
Stay in touch with you on that. Because I think about that every day. And we could have died a long time ago.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? From some of the situations that we've been in. But it's like, why are we still around? There must be some type of purpose, you know what I'm saying, for you still. It ain't over yet.
That's why I wanted to mention that experience earlier because he wouldn't he wouldn't have gave me a choice if I wasn't meant to be here. I feel
Right.
like he would have been like, "Come on, it's your time, let's go." But he literally asked me, "Are you ready?" And like I said, my response was, "No, I got some people to take care of, and then you can take me." And like I said, he said, "Are you sure? I'm only going to ask you once." I said, "Yeah, I'm sure." And I was back on Earth instead of whatever place I was at.
We
So
even had some challenges with trying to get on the air today. I was like, devil, you a lie. It
and
ain't gonna work. It ain't
in
gonna
God
work.
in God's name, we're always gonna get past the devil's obstacles. Just to let the listeners know, I had a little trouble getting on here this morning. I had to make a couple moves, um, and I'm also doing this interview while I'm sick. But I don't
Right.
let
During, yeah, his medical challenges, he's still pushing through. And I think that's why I'm saying there's purpose to your life. You know what I mean? It's something meant for you to do, that's still left to do. It's not over. And it's not over because you still around. You know what I mean?
yeah, and
Uh,
I strongly believe it's helping the kids and helping sick people. Like I said, you know, I always I used to coach my sister's basketball team back when she was in eighth grade. Um, I always went to her cheerleading events and every sport that she ever did. So I'm very big on helping the kids. And like I said, big shout out to Hinsdale Hospital. They're the ones that usually take care of me. And I've had some of the best experiences and some of the worst experiences trying to be in the hospital and get well.
right, right, right. Um, what what do you think about COVID? Give me
Um,
your real opinion about COVID. Like, where
I'm
did
not.
that come from?
I'm not gonna lie. That kind of. I had to take, like I said, I had to take a huge step back during COVID. So my business suffered, my personal life suffered. Um, I went through depression and mad anxiety. It was a very rough time for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you know, with COVID-19, that's not a naturally occurring disease that was made in a lab. So I just want to say, whoever created that disease for whatever purpose, they're just the devil. I mean, there's no other way around it. God can do what He can do, but if we catch a certain bacteria, our bodies, some of our bodies aren't meant to be able to fight them off. So there's just some things we can't do, and that's why I said I stayed inside a lot. I was, I'll admit, I was afraid to do a lot of things during the pandemic, and what I would summarize it up as is it's just very scary because
Yeah.
even the
Yeah.
things we know now about it, we still don't know 100% about everything that COVID entails. So,
My mom, my mom suffered and died of it.
oh wow,
The
very
way
sorry to hear that.
impacted by COVID in a real way. I don't know if you guys know Tyrese, actor, singer, but that's my baby brother. And my mom actually died on Valentine's Day, and I was with him and my mom when she passed away, when she took her last breath. That junk was crazy. I ain't never,
Uh,
I ain't never
I,
experienced anything like that, bro.
I can only imagine. I don't know what I would do without my mom. Big shout out to you and Tyrese for being able to get through that. And oh, I'm sorry about that.
You were right. It was just crazy. It was just something that I couldn't explain. Um,
It's unexplainable even hearing about it. Like I said, I couldn't imagine what my life would be without my mom or dad. And I'm so sorry that you guys had to go through that.
I call her I call my mom my love angel now because she died on Valentine's Day, bro.
And,
Like,
and that's even worse because every time that day comes up, unfortunately, now you and your brother are going to be reminded of it in the
yeah,
negative way instead of enjoying it with your loved ones.
right. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, COVID, I feel, is of the devil. It really has taken a toll on a lot of people, in so many ways, both in illnesses that hit them all of a sudden out of nowhere, and death. You know what I mean? It took a lot of people out of here. And whatever they meant to do with it, they did with it. Whatever they, you know what I mean, made the attempt to do with COVID, that 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 stuff really did what it was supposed to do. You know what I mean?
One one thing that one thing it did positively, um, I want to say, even though we were all separated, it kind of brought us together in a way. Because, at least in my lifetime, I've never experienced something to where it brought the whole world together. With this, everybody was affected by it. You know, when 9/11, all of America came together. With other tragedies, other countries all come together. But I've never seen the whole world come together trying to fight one thing, and that was pretty amazing to see. So I would say that was the one positive from COVID. But, and I mean, you never know. Some of the people who passed, obviously, it was their time. So, I never really questioned death, especially with the experiences that I told you about. But
Right.
it's just like I said, how I summarized it. It's just a very scary thing because, like I said, we just don't know enough about it.
You just you just don't know. And um it just makes you take a moment and evaluate where you're at. You know what I'm saying? It makes you appreciate the world you have, the things you have. It makes you appreciate a lot more. And it made, I know, whoever wasn't humble, you better get humble. It made, you know what I'm saying? It made people humble
There,
themselves. You know what
That's
I'm
another
saying?
advice while we're on the topic that I want to give to up and coming artists. Never get too big for your britches. Never get cocky. Always stay confident, but never get cocky.
Exactly. It's important that we, you know what I mean, understand that you just don't know when your last moment is gonna be. So you gotta, take each moment and make it important, and really, you know what I'm saying, go hard.
You gotta go hard. And one thing I want to say to people is always be yourself. People who I don't get a lot of people who say it to my face, but I hear the people who talk behind my back. They make fun of that I'm white and I got on a wave cap and a Juneteenth shirt. I support my African American community, and I'm not afraid to say that I do, and I'm not afraid to actually do it. So if you do something that not everybody else agrees with, and it's not hurting anybody, especially yourself, then continue doing it and continue being yourself.
Right. Is it still in this day and time challenging dealing with racial issues, being an independent artist in an urban, like I don't consider you trying to be black. I consider you just, you know, favoring the urban market. You just like hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Let me, while we're on the subject, let me show you real quick. Um, I actually got lucky and got these sent to me because I'm sponsored by the company. But
Uh-huh.
um, I embrace the urban community. I got my white gold Cuban link, my gold Cuban link.
Yeah.
I got the bracelets to go with it. I got the watch to go with it. You know, so I mean, you being an African American woman, you know yourself that racism still exists heavily today. Um, like I said, I don't hear too much about it to my face, but oh boy, are they quick to talk behind my back. Um, and you know, it's crazy. It's not really the African American people; it's really the white people. They'd be like,
Mm,
"Oh, look at this guy trying to be black." Like, no, that's just who I am.
right.
You know, and when I like, there's a beauty supply store literally a block from my house. When I went in there and asked them, because I bought a white wave cap and a black wave cap, my hair is long and you know it helps push it back. Um, when I went in there, they've seen me before. They were completely friendly. They weren't like, "Oh, what do you need a wave cap for?" Or "What are you doing on Juneteenth?" Because I actually bought the shirt from the same place. You know, I heavily support my community stores, whether they're black owned, brown owned, white owned. I don't. When I see a person, I don't see color. I see
Right.
their insides and their intentions.
And see them at face value. We have to look at things more at face value.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody who's looking at somebody like, she's an African American woman, she must do this, that, and the third. There's millions of examples of other African American women who don't do them things. So
Right, right.
anybody who thinks that way and just sees a person and generalizes them based off of that is just very ignorant, in my opinion.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. Tell us, give us the information on how we can find you on social media. Like give us your links and your pages and things like that.
Instagram.com/Blue Hustle Group, Facebook Blue Hustle Group and BHG ENT. Um, BHG Blue Hustle is my artist page. Um, I also have my own Square site, which you can find on any of my pages, where you could actually purchase all of my products and services directly through there. I have um, I have millions of links. Like I said, go to the BHG ENT page, click the link.me, and there'll be about 15, 20 different links of my social media, my music on different websites that you guys could check out.
Okay, okay. I want to make sure we get all my viewers to check you out and follow you. So we're going to be putting that out there to all my different pages and outlets and things like that. You just have been amazing, bro.
Thank you.
Your energy is dope. I'm so grateful that you were able to push through no matter, you know what I'm saying, how you were feeling today. I know you've been having a challenging week, and yet you still got up and you still pushed through to get this interview and this exclusive done.
Yeah,
Uh,
because I'm very big on being a man of my word. You know, you took your time out to get ready for me this morning, and I wasn't gonna let nothing deter that from happening. So,
yeah, I put my makeup on for you. I put my makeup on.
oh, you, Queen, you look beautiful as always.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there any final words that you want to give the people before we jump off?
I want to say big shout out to my parents. Big shout out to Stacks the Realist again. Um, Big shout out to Power 92. They've been very big in helping my career. Um, Shout out to King Louie, Mikey Dollars, uh, everybody that I've worked with. Shout out to Queen Shanta Gibson for having me on today. Much love and blessings to her. And I just want to thank God for me still being alive and having the opportunity to be here. And also catch me live in Milwaukee tomorrow with Stacks the Realist. Also, one of my previous artists is going to be headlining, which I turned him in from an independent artist to a paid performance artist. So, yeah, just get up with me. Like I said, my Facebook is very simple: TOM space BLU. Any artists, any fans, anybody in the industry that needs help with anything, please reach out. I'm more than happy to help you out. And much blessings to everybody. Stay safe and stay healthy. And from fighting different diseases like I am, I hope you're able to thrive and succeed like me and Queen are. Um, Even though we have our daily challenges and our daily struggles, we don't let that deter us from living
Right.
our dreams, and we want that to be the case for everybody else. We want everybody to live out their dreams. We don't want nobody to be stuck in a hospital bed. So
Right. Push on through. It's hard. It's not easy. I want to thank everybody that tuned in to today's show. You are amazing. Keep being amazing. Keep getting up every day and doing your very best that you can do. Um, and sometime, this is the message I had yesterday. Sometime we got to start with the bare minimum of what we have. You know, sometimes we try to overwhelm ourselves with everything all at once. Start from the bare minimum and then work your way up. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. That's why
Sometimes
when that's
you
why
gotta do that.
when you asked me what I was trying to accomplish, I started off small and then went to the bigger side. You know, you can't just jump into 12 feet of water. You got to walk down the stairs and swim to that motherfucker. So,
Right. And then work your way, you know what I'm saying, up. And you'll be
it ties
surprised that it all comes together once you put your foot in and just get started. You know what I'm saying?
it also ties in with the health things. You can't let your health or anything else, any obstacle deter you from your goals.
Exactly.
You got to
Exactly.
just, like you said, you got to keep on pushing and keep on being great no matter what field you're in. And you
Exactly.
always got to hustle. Remember that.
Blue Hustle, thank you so much for joining the Queensy Live experience today. You've been amazing. And again, thank you for pushing through. I know this was a challenging day, but I appreciate that about you is that you got up and you got this done.
Oh, no
Um,
problem, Queen. Thank you for having me. I truly appreciate it. Like I said, I feel blessed to be on here, and I'm very thankful and grateful for the opportunity.
but for sure. So this interview will be on YouTube as well. Check it out on YouTube and also we'll be on Queen G Live Experience, Let's Go to Work Entertainment Network, all those pages. Check us out. You'll see it. You'll see it. It's gonna be out there. We're gonna push this interview out there. Thank you
Let's
so
get
much,
it.
Blue. I'll see you on the next go round, okay?
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good day.
You
Peace.
too.